Hello, fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today with, I think this is number 7 in my Stay or Go series. So I started this series as a way to make me decide whether or not I wanted to keep something, because I typically do not open any of my kits until I'm ready to work on them. So I have lots of kits that have kind of just remained in my stash for a while that I just kind of, when I get to them, go, I don't feel like doing that one right now. And so I have several that have just ended up kind of staying in my stash. Sometimes when I open them, I find reasons to keep them. Sometimes when I open them, I think, you know what, I'm okay with letting this one go. I have a lot of kits like this that I bought back in my old FOMO days when I was just sure that I needed to buy a new diamond painting every week. I now have more diamond paintings than I could probably finish in the next 10 years, but that's okay. I do, however, want to kind of go through some of these. Like I said, they've been sitting around a while. I'm not sure if I want to do them, and there's no sense me taking them all the way to Canada if we're not going to do that. So let me get everything out of the box and we'll take a look at this one, and you guys can help me decide, should it stay or should I let it go? Be right back. All right, I've got the kit out and I've got it relaxing, and oof, it's big. So that's already kind of a minus for me. It is square. That may or may not be a minus for me. This is a Dreamer Design kit. I'm still getting mixed reviews from people about whether or not their square drills are good. I get people who will tell me that they're great, they're awesome, no problem. And then I get probably an equal number of people who will tell me that the squares are really trashy. I've only done one Dreamer Design square and the drills were not great. I had enough to finish, but they were quite gappy, uneven in size. So that has just kind of made me hesitant to want to do another square of theirs. That said, I absolutely love their rounds. Had I opened this and seen that these were round drills, it would have been probably a keeper immediately. But because it is squares, I'll have to think about it. So we get their instructions. I don't need those. We've got our stickers here. We'll look at those in a minute. And we've got our drill kit. Now, this is an interesting drill kit, so let me get the tools out. So it's in their little branded bag, of course. I love that. But look how big this tray is. I can only assume that is because it is such a large kit. We'll get into that in a minute. So we've got this very large sparkly tray that comes with these little dividers here, so that if you wanted to divide the tray into different sections for different colors of drills, you can do that. I don't understand. I mean, I get dividing them up, but then you can only pour out one drill at a time, like whatever this one is, pour that out, pull this off, etc. It just seems like a lot of extra work. I don't know. So there's that. It does have a little like pull-up gate here, spout, so you can empty out the drills pretty quickly. So there's those two things. You get a little brush to brush your drills down. I've never seen it have a hand on it before. That's interesting. We get a scrunchie. We get their branded, very pokey tweezers. We get branded plates of wax. We get a bag of baggies. I never use those. And then we get 2 diamond painting pens. They always include one regular pen and then one pen that is intended for ABs. I don't know. I think just because this isn't the metal barrel, maybe they think that works better, but I've not had good luck using wax in this for ABs, but your mileage may vary. And then we get extra tips. We get a 3, a 6, and a straightener. So a pretty decent toolkit. That's a lot of tools and a really nice large tray for when you're working on a painting that's really big. So there's the toolkit. Let's look at the stickers and see what kit this is. So this is interesting. I'm missing some stickers here, and I don't know where they went. They're not on this sheet anywhere else. They're not attached to the canvas. They're not on the bags of drills. So I'm not really sure where these little stickers disappeared to. Interesting. All right, so this one is called Tarot Town. This is by Ciro Marchetti. don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But it's just this like little floating island. It's got a rainbow. There's some like floating ships, a little like zodiac thing up here. It just looked really cool, and I thought it was interesting. It is quite large. It is 60 by 80. It has 63 colors, at least 3 ABs. I don't know if the ones I'm missing are also ABs. So I guess we'll find out when we look at the drills. It doesn't look like I'm going to have any trouble with any of the symbols on here. They seem pretty clear. I have never had this happen before where there are stickers that have just disappeared. That's so bizarre. So we've got 63 with at least 3 ABs. Let me grab the canvas and we'll look at it. Now I will take some B-roll as usual so that you guys can kind of see the whole thing. If there are any of you out there who've actually completed this from Dreamer Designs in the square, let me know what you thought. Were the squares good? I really like this artist, and I think this would be an interesting kit. It's just my hesitation is the size and the squares. All right, let me grab the canvas. All right, like I said, I can't get the whole thing on screen, so I will take some B-roll so that you guys can kind of see this. You can see here's the little zodiac thing. We've got like these kind of like flying, like little Asian junket ships. Here's one that's got like fish for the sails that looks really cool. And then you've got this in the middle here. You've got like this floating island with all of this big, almost medieval looking turrets and everything on it. And then down below, you've got just some foreground, the bottom of the island, and then some flowers and leaves and things. So it looks nice and clear. All the symbols look nice and clear. It looks like there would be a nice mix of confetti and multi-placing. So there's some nice blocks of color in the background, it looks like, and then of course confetti where all of the little pieces are, the ships, the town, the wheel, all that kind of stuff. Some pretty big blocks of color down here at the bottom, kind of underneath the little floating island, and then of course you have all this greenery down here in the foreground. All right, so it says 60 by 80. Let's measure. It is right at 60. And if I measure this way, it is right at 80. So truly 60 by 80, which is quite large, but it does look like it would be a lot of fun. There are things that I like about it, which is the mix of confetti and multi-placing. I don't mind the confetti, but it's kind of nice to have blocks of color that you can substitute in this one. I like Dreamer Designs because they do that thing where they have a kind of a border around it already where drills do not go, so that I know I can cut it off at that border and frame it and I should be okay. And I won't have any white showing or washi tape if I put washi tape on it. So that's good to know. All right, so we've got a schematic on both sides. So what do we have for our missing colors? It looks like we have 5 ABs. So it looks like I'm missing a sticker for the white and then stickers for 2 of the ABs, which a couple of the ABs, 4 of the ABs look like they're DMCs, but then one says AB 38. So I don't know what color that is. A green, it looks like. Nice thick cover sheets. The symbols look nice and clear. So yeah, let's dig into the drills and see what I think. So we've got 3 of our ABs here right off the bat. This is such a large kit. There are 2 bags of drills. So 3 ABs right here. We've got a pink, a pale pink, a pink, and like a marigold yellow. So I'll see where those go, but let's look at all of the other drills first, because that's only 3 and we should have 5 ABs. So there's our other 2. So let's look at those. We get a purple and kind of that spring green. Then we have 2 bags of white, 2 different shades of brown, like a very light tan, and then a brown, a green, a dark gray, kind of a milk chocolate color, and then a peach. Then we get some more browns. This is like a very light tan, a very, very pale brown, 2 bags of this kind of pale brown. I'm gonna guess that's probably background. 3 different shades of green, kind of a dark green, a green, like a lime green, a mocha brown, a gray, a light gray, and a very, very pale green. Then we get 2 blues, kind of a royal blue and then a darker blue, 2 bags of 310. Then we've got like a lavender, a light gray, kind of a dark slate blue, kind of a periwinkle, and then 2 bags of this kind of light grayish blue. So that's all the drills in the first bag. Let me get all those put back in and we'll look at the second bag. Since all of the ABs were in this bag, let's look and see where those go first. So we've got 2 pinks and an orange. Where does our orange go? Orange goes here on the top of this turret, on the top of this turret, and some more little like flag things down at the bottom here. This lighter pink is part of the rainbow here, and the darker pink is also part of the rainbow. So I wonder if all of those are going to be, let's see, that's an AB. So the blues aren't necessarily an AB, but the purples and the pinks have some ABs there, and the greens as well. So our green, our light green AB goes here, and there's some right here. And then our dark purple goes right here in this part of the rainbow. So kind of all rainbow colors. There are enough colors in this, it would be interesting to add in some other ABs. All right, let me get all these back in the first bag and we'll look at the second bag. You guys, I found my stickers. Look at that. They got stuck to these drill bags. Let me see if I can put them on the sticker sheet where they go. Don't know how well they're gonna stick, but at least I have them now. I could put tape over them so that they stay where they are supposed to. So hopefully for now they'll stay there. Obviously I must have somehow missed them being on that drill bag, so anyway. So in this sleeve we've got kind of a sea green, we've got 2 bags of a dark brown, we've got 2 bags of a green, we've got a very dark green, kind of a dark slate gray, we've got like a butterscotch color, like a burnt orange, and then a very kind of dark sienna. In this sleeve we've got 2 kind of off-white, very pale tan. We've got 2 kind of very light green. We've got a deep rose, a very dark brown, another kind of dusky rose, a dark pink, another kind of sky blue, and then like a turquoise, a light turquoise. In this one, we've got another very light tan. Then we've got like 3 different shades, a butterscotch, a darker butterscotch that turns into like almost a caramel color, a milk chocolate, a blue, a purple, kind of a sky blue there. And then we've got 2 bags of this light gray. In our last sleeve of drills here, we've got a dark brown, a very dark green, a very dark blue, a dark red, a turquoise, a dark brown, kind of a bright orange, a pale yellow, a very pale peach, and then a very pale tan. All right, so I've got all of the drills back in there. That's a lot of drills, it's a lot of squares, and it's just such a big one. I don't know, you guys. I feel like positives. I like the artwork. It's a nice mix of confetti and multi-placing, which I like. It's very colorful. Cons, it's very big. I don't know about the squares, and I don't know if this is an image I'm in love with. I like it. I just don't know if I'm in love with it. I mean, clearly this didn't make it onto my list of want to do, so this is not something I'm absolutely chomping at the bit to do, like many of my other kits. But that doesn't mean I want to just get rid of everything. I just don't know. Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is the unknown quantity with squares in Dreamer Designs. This is an older kit that I purchased. Some of the newer ones, I've been told the newer ones have better drills. So if it was newer, maybe it would be something I would immediately hang on to. And even at this size, If it had been rounds, I likely would have just said, oh yeah, sure, I'll keep it. But it is big, and while it's a canvas I like, I just don't know if it's one that I'm in love with. Beyond the squares, I think the biggest negative for me is the size. I like this image, but I have other images by this artist that I like more than I like this one. And it's just so big. I think those are my two. I'm not in love with it. It's squares and it's huge. So I think I'm leaning let it go, but you guys always have good comments. So let me know what you think. If you've done this one, definitely let me know. Does it look amazing when it's completed? Were the squares not an issue for you? If they were, let me know that too. Yeah, I think I'm leaning let it go, but we'll see what you guys think. So don't forget to leave me a comment down below. That's it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.